would make the best storm chaser in real life out of the three of you?
Ooh, do you think?
For sure.
For sure.
Wow. Well, thank you.
Let's get you a sash.
Yeah.
Right.
Resident storm chaser.
Glenn, you've described the pool scene as one of the most incredible action sequences of all time. Could you take me through that experience for you and you, JC?
Well, I think it really just starts with Lee Isaac Chung, our director, who, you know, and again, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but the nature of a tornado and how fast it comes and how intent with the intensity and, you know, what it can do and how to survive it. It's all captured in this one sequence in the movie, and it's really, really special. And it's, you know, sort of why you make movies, something that, you know, like will really thrill the audience and put them in the seat of someone who's just trying to survive. So that was a really intense week for the two of us trying to be putting that. I mean, we got hit pretty hard with every element you possibly can. So I'm glad we made it out alive.
Yeah, we also shot that. We had to come back because there was the actors' strike. So we actually shot that in December. And wearing a tank top and shorts, being like blasted with wind and rain when it was like below
Not
freezing.
warm.
Yeah, that was very cold.
It's a cold night.
Whatever's in there, it's big and it's moving fast. Drive. Go.
Take me through shooting one of those tornado scenes, because they get really intense. Like, what does it take to make it feel that real as an audience member when you watch it?
Well, number one, it's a lot of wind. We just have to use a lot of wind. And our special effects guy, Scott Fisher, he had this collection of fans that were deafening and just so powerful. He even had a jet engine that he would bring in for some of the scenes. So that's kind of where the effects start. But then we rig up a lot of different debris and elements that are flying through the scene as well. And then finally, we just have to put the actors in there, and they're acting against all this stuff that we're throwing at them. And that combination, I feel, creates that feeling that they're facing off against something quite powerful.
You don't face your fears. You ride them.
I think every scene we shot was sort of had its own craziness. I mean, even just the more like chilled scenes were crazy because the actual weather in Oklahoma was, you know, so wild. I mean, we were filming there during tornado season, so we had so many wild weather days that kind of blew our sets away, and we had to reset or take shelter. It was sort of crazy. But for me, I think one of the biggest sequences was, I don't want to give any spoilers, but it was kind of to the end of the film where our characters, they dumped about, I mean, how many gallons of water, I don't know, but we were literally swept away in a tidal wave across a street. So for me, that was the most sort of crazy stunt I
That
remember
whole
doing.
sequence was so hard. I
Yeah.
mean, like just, you know, going from outside, being inside, and then just being wet all day long. I think that was the hardest part, was literally just being soaked all day long. Then as soon as you start to dry off, they're like, all right, time to wet you up again. And you're just like, oh my God. Just like, you know, all day, and just staying in it. But that's, you know, again, I think that's what you want in these movies.